𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗟𝗓 here, and you're looking at all things spiritual. If you're on my channel, you're obviously a little bit into that kind of stuff, so welcome. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about the full moon that's coming up, okay? It's very close. You're probably feeling the energy already. It's going to be a little bit of a different full moon to the usual. So this is a lunar eclipse full moon. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But I did want to do a specific video for this because it's quite a unique time. And today I'm going to be doing readings for every individual star sign. You can click on your timestamp and you can find out all the information that you need to know at this time, or any advice or things that you might be facing at this time. Don't be afraid to also look at your sun and moon signs. That is absolutely okay. If you need a little bit of more information, go ahead. If you're excited to hear what's in store for you this full moon, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for any future videos that you might be interested in. Before we go ahead today, I do want to just show you guys what cards I'll be using today. This one in particular is one that I have not used yet, but I'm so excited to use, the 𝗦𝗘𝗟𝗏 Tarot. I'm excited, beautiful cards. I'll be also using the Sacred Earth Oracle because we're going to need a little bit of grounding and a little bit of healing and the good stuff, all the good stuff. And Spirit Junkie for some affirmations to match you at this time. So let's get into it. Go with it, don't resist, and just enjoy, because when we come out the other side, everything's going to be so much better. Let's go. Hello, my Capricorn babies. We are doing you guys first. So I've gone ahead and I've pulled out some cards, and what you're going to get today is what you need to know at this time around the full moon, what's going to benefit you, what you need to focus on, okay? Around the lunar eclipse moon, this is your advice from Spirit, okay? So also predictions can come through. Take it how you need to take it, and let's get into it. So first of all, I'll be using the Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay, all right, so what I'm getting here is magnetism and surface. So there's going to be a lot of things surfacing for you, which is to be expected, especially with the energies surrounding this full moon. Surfacing things, bringing things up, speaking is going to benefit you. It shows there's some sort of confidence coming out in you, and it's important to bring that out right now. It's going to benefit in all areas. I feel like it might cause a little bit of tension in some aspects, and that's okay because it needs to be done, it needs to be said, and things need to surface. So if there's anything in the back of your mind that you've kind of had sitting there, you've been thinking about, I feel like now is the time to kind of bring that up. Whether or not it's with someone or whether or not it's something personal that you need to face. Mind things that keep rising in your waking life, you know, like that keep coming around and reminding you to do something. It's signs from the universe to go ahead with that, and we often ignore those signs, but now is not the time to ignore those signs, okay, Capricorn babies? Magnetism, you're going to attract some new people into your life because this newfound kind of confidence and letting go is bringing in more suitable people, you know, the people that you kind of want in your life. And getting rid of the old it's bound to happen. New comes into the life and it's going to be good. Your energy is magnetic and it's attracting the right people. But also keep in mind that if you don't kind of face these things, or if you're putting off the wrong energy, remember that the wrong people or wrong things can be attracted into your life. So be aware of the energy that you're putting off. But by the looks of these cards, it's a positive outcome. So leading up to this full moon, I want you to focus on the things that have been sitting in the back of your mind, kind of bothering you a little bit, okay? There's certain people in your life right now that may seem a little bit absent. Absence is often good and okay. It doesn't mean it's an end of friendship, or maybe sometimes there's a little bit of a barrier between yourself and your partner, but these are needed. These times are needed, and this card is reassuring us that just because there's absence and maybe like in their presence in a way, or within yourself, doesn't mean that friendship and relationship is over. Be patient with other people, be patient with yourself, because people go through their own things and we go through stages of growth, and sometimes we need to be absent. And that card, is just reassuring us about that, okay? So it's okay to steer clear of certain people for a certain amount of time. That's okay, all right? So let's move on. Pentacles. It's looking good. So in the money aspect of things, Nine of Pentacles is very abundant. Lots of beautiful energy coming from this card. Green obviously is abundant. Maybe there's been some previous times within the month it's been up and down, but income looks like it's going to reach a little bit of a peak at the end of this month, okay? So releasing is going to really benefit you in that way. Again, the Seven of Cups has come up, and this particular card can often mean letting go of things, releasing, again, surfacing things. It's going to benefit you. There could be some people that, like I said before, maybe they've become absent. Maybe they're showing a little bit of absence because they're not being attracted to the new energy that you're found. You're no longer aligning with them. This card actually indicates that, like the leaving, the letting go of certain things, okay? There's a bit of snakes, there's a bit of ladders, there's a little bit of a river flowing from these cups. They are upside down, so it's like emptying those cups. You need to get rid of some baggage. You need to get rid of some old energies. These people are not serving. It could even be a little bit further away from people. It could be your own energy that doesn't serve you anymore, things that you're holding on to. It's time to let go. This full moon for you is going to be about letting go, accepting new energies, and guess what comes with that? Good things. Abundance comes with that. So that's really cool. If I can pick up this card. Knight of Swords. So don't fight it. I feel like there's some aspects of you that you tend to find reluctant to change, reluctant to leaving things behind, but don't worry. Maybe you're going to have to go in full force and kind of like run. Not run. Well, in this card indicates like running for something, running away. So make a choice. I feel like you need to make a choice coming into the new everything, really. Don't be afraid. The Hanged Man. You're going to have to take some time to sit with these energies, these new energies that can become a little bit overwhelming at times. But please know there's only good that comes out of it. It's pretty common for you guys to feel a little bit, oh, am I doing the right thing? Like this one, like hesitant for change. This card comes positive, okay? So like sacrificing certain people for your own happiness is okay. It's making decisions, but it's also important to sit on that, okay? So obviously this card here is, it's like she's doing yoga. What's that? I can't really remember what it's called, but you know how they hang in those fabric and do the yoga. It's like she's sitting in her power, sitting in her thoughts, and not making or saying crazy things in the moment. It's really being at peace with what you're deciding, who you decide, you know, like you want in your life. Are they good for you? Are they benefiting you? And yeah, just that overall change in your own ways of thinking. Ace of Wands. All right, so passion and drive, this often comes under. So Ace of Wands is really like in your own power, empowerment. That's what I'm getting from this one. So this is a really good card as well. Like things are looking really cool for you leading up to the end of this month, especially if you go with these new energies that the moon provides for you. Ace of Wands, really, really beautiful. Passion, ambition. It's like this new energy that you're coming is so confident and powerful, and good things are coming to this. It could mean the change in your thoughts affect the way your career goes. So like there might be some more creative thoughts coming up. Obviously leads to a little bit more abundance, which is exciting. And more pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. That's cool. This is also like health and pleasures. So this is a really good indication that yes, things are going to look a little bit better with your finances, but you're also going to feel a lot lighter, a lot healthier. And that's what happens just naturally when you let go of certain things, certain people. Maybe there's some arguments that are like in the midst, not quite resolved yet. You are being told to just end it. And if you're in the position where, you know, like you guys are fighting over who's right and who's wrong, it's okay to surrender in order to get rid of that energy. It's not about winning or losing. It's about what benefits you at this time, okay? So I also want to pull an affirmation card for you guys, you Capricorn babies. What's the advice you need to stick by this full moon? Oh, yes. My power lies in my peaceful presence. So this is really perfect, okay? Because as said here in the Hanged Man, to sit in your thoughts, be peaceful, don't jump to thought, don't jump to saying things in a heated moment. Your power lies in your peaceful presence, okay? And that's what's going to be magnetizing these new people that you meet from then on in the next couple of weeks are just going to be drawn to this new confident, beautiful energy. And you know, when you're at peace and when you're feeling aligned with what's going on in that moment, everything else follows, you know, like empowerment, creative things start to flow, money starts to flow. These blockages are starting to ease up a little bit. And it's okay to, you know, go through stages of not so good financial situations in health, and then, you know, it comes better. It's normal to go through ups and downs, and that's basically what they're trying to tell you. But also your power lies in your peaceful presence, okay? My Capricorns, I hope that helped for you guys leading up to this full moon. That is your advice from Spirit at this time. If that resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button and I will absolutely appreciate that. Let's move on. Hello, my Aquarius babies. I am about to start with your reading. What you need to know, what you'll benefit from focusing on leading up to this full moon and on the full moon, and just advice and tips from Spirit. So let us start. Starting with the Sacred Earth Oracle. preservation. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of a low vibe going on with you guys at the moment. Maybe some of you. Preservation, basically maintaining your energy and focusing on you right now. I wouldn't be going into too much manifesting or goal setting, just because the energy is not great, isn't too high, if that makes sense at the moment. It's more around you. I feel it's more about preserving, saving that energy, not giving too much away, and building that up at this time. Okay, and towards the end of the month, Aquarius, you're gonna feel a lot better. Whether or not it's a little bit of health, maybe you're just feeling low energy, that's completely fine. The clarification here is telling you, you know, like it's okay to slow down and relax. Okay, preserve that energy, nurture yourself. There's fragments of you coming out. It's okay to feel resistant to that. What you want to do right now is clarify in what areas of your life you want to see improvement in. Clarify like how you want to feel better, whether it's, you know, like in relationships or within yourself, your health. You need to be a little bit more specific on what areas you're needing to, you know, preserve or focus on right now. There will be fragments of the past coming up a little bit. Some things that will happen in your life right now that will remind you of certain things, and that's the whole purpose of this. Because of this full moon, this lunar eclipse, it's a lot about releasing. And right now, certain things that we've dug deep within ourselves and kind of pushed to the back of our memories are going to come out a little bit. And it's important to see those. It's important to see them, acknowledge them, you know, like think about how it makes you feel and recognize like that is the past. That was past you. We're growing from that, and forgive and accept that you've grown from that, because that's important. You know, you're not the same person you were. That's a choice that you've made throughout this journey. So take on those fragments, preserve the energy, and be within your own energy right now. It's okay to recluse a little bit. You might find yourself needing to be just away from people a little bit more, and that might lead into the very end of this month, and that's okay. So let's go on to the tarot. The Tower. All right, so this is really cool. So the Tower, it's kind of showing a little bit of a storm going on. It doesn't seem quite stable right now. Major change in life. It could be a major change in the way you're thinking, but I do feel like you're feeling a little bit low vibe, a little bit unstable at the moment, and that's okay. The Tower is just clarifying like that's just a stage in your life right now, and just go with it, don't fight it. Okay, you do have support. You have support behind you. Yeah, you will stand this storm. So you understand what I mean. It's kind of like, it looks like a tree trunk getting hit by lightning. The animals are a little bit distressed and stressed. You're getting hit by a little bit of emotion, energy, something going on. And it is a bit of a shock, and that's okay. But it is what it is. Take it on with strength, and it will pass. All storms pass, okay? There can be a little bit of damage, but there's nothing that you can't heal from, okay? And sometimes that happens is in order to bring up fragments of the past. What else do we have for you, Aquarius babies? Let's have a look. Knight of Wands. So it does look like good times will be coming. So these, as I said, this will pass. a little bit of celebration and laughing. So I feel like maybe a little bit of a distraction later on, maybe early next month. Some celebrating is coming your way. Otherwise, it's a good idea to get out there and have some celebrations. So as you can see there, she's happy, she's laughing. You know, it's important to come out of things and use new energy and bounce off other people around you. It could even come into the festive season coming up, and it's a great way to, you know, move into a new energy. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so a reverse 9 of Swords. So because it's reversed, I want to say, you know, you're facing your fears. So this one here, it does indicate, you know, like a little bit of grief, sadness. Maybe it's the leaving some things behind, or this situation that's going on, fearing the outcome could come into play. I do sense a little bit of fear or worry about the future, but honestly, I don't think you have anything to worry about, because yeah, so the wheel, this one comes through basically to tell you that, you know, you're in control. The wheel can spin either way. And you know what? If you stop worrying about what's going to come in the future, the outcomes of situations, good things come, and you have the ability to choose good. It is actually indicating, you know, like the resistant to go with the flow. This is encouraging flow. So, you know, like going through certain things and just going with the flow, stop worrying about what's to come in the future. Flow is encouraged because good things can come from that. When you stop resisting, when you stop worrying, of course, good things are coming. Again, the Knight of Wands, distraction right now at this time, a little bit of celebrating is going to do you really good, you know, like a bit of laughter and a bit of fun. So what else can we get for you, Aquarians? Oh, I love this card, 10 of Cups. How full are your cups? That's like reassurance that I feel like maybe there's something in the relationship side of things that is the struggle, the issue right now. But this is a beautiful, reassuring card that it's basically saying like happy endings are coming for you, you know, like that's a reassurance that happy family, love, and all the good stuff. Like it's so colorful, it's bright, it's got rainbows, it's green, abundant, laughter. Good times are coming after these storms, okay? And I love, love, love that card. 9 of Wands reversed. So there might just be a little bit of a lack of ambition or knowing what you kind of like are going for right now. Maybe, I don't know why I'm like drawn to speaking about a relationship, but sometimes when you're in relationships, for so long, especially if they're not so good energy wise, a little bit toxic. Not for everyone, you know, like it might not be the case, but we can often lose aspects of ourselves, or like lose our way, lose a little bit of our own identity. And 9 of Wands comes through upside down to show like you may feel a little bit lost right now, and it's important to preserve your energy and focus on you, like get back to knowing like what you are about, what makes you happy, what you are. And eventually this will come through upright, and this is a woman in her power standing with her sword, her wand, and she's found her magic again, basically. And when you go on that little journey to find yourself again, maybe you just might not be around the relationship thing, but it could be something that's hit you, a bump in the road that's really affected you, and it's time to find yourself again. Because look what comes, happy endings. That is like one of the best cards that you can actually get from this deck. I'm in love with it. But yeah, You know, like I do feel like it's a little bit around the relationship thing right now, and that just proves, you know, beautiful, loving future family is on its way. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, I hope that helped. Let's just do a affirmation card for you guys. What is the main advice around this full moon for you guys? Okay. Ooh. Let's do this one. I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. Okay. It's time to be ready to receive. Maybe you've gone through some tough times and you've had your fair share of ups and downs. Well, guess what? Time to clarify, because you're ready to receive. You've got visions, you've got desires. Hold them, preserve them, and when your energy is right, go for it. I'm feeling towards the end of the month, early next month, mid next month even. It all depends on the individual. If that resonated with you guys, please give a thumbs up. I really hope it helped, and thank you, my Aquarius. Hello, my beautiful Pisces babies. Welcome. So this is going to be your reading, your guidance around this full moon coming up in November. Energies, let's have a look at what's going on. I'm going to start with the Sacred Earth Oracle. All right. Okay. All right. So by the looks of it, there seems to be a little bit of heated energy going on within your life at the moment. It could or not be career, it could be relationships, it could be with someone specific, or within yourself. Maybe there's something not quite right going on with your energy right now. But this heat is needed. It's like the universe is kind of like pushing something into your life or through your life right now in order to face it. A renewal of energy, or something that the outcome, something new to come from that. It could be a discussion of some kind, and in order, you know, like it's needed to be talked about, it's needed to be faced, because the outcome is a whole different side of things. There might be a misunderstanding and it needs to be faced. But overall, there might be just a situation that's a little bit heated, or going to be coming up in the next few days, a little bit heated, okay? But overall, you know, the outcome is renewal. So that is the reason. You know, sometimes we say, like, why are these things happening? There's always reason behind it, and it's often to bring or force an outcome. But I feel like a need of breath of fresh air is needed here, okay? Alliance, this also comes through. So this makes me think that there's definitely another person involved, maybe like a disagreement, and it comes to an agreement, so like an outcome, a positive outcome. So that might be the heated situation, and it's good that it comes to that, because I feel like there's just a whole misunderstanding. And when you actually talk about things and realize, like, okay, this person actually means this, and you know, like a whole new light, I feel like this is fresh, breath of fresh air. But you are being pushed to face a few things at the moment. So go ahead. I mean, like, think before you speak, because it is a bit heated, a bit hot. But you are being pushed to face a few things right now. 8 of Cups, okay? So again, this brings in a bit of fire. So like you've got fire in your cup. Also means, you know, like it's needing a bit of freshness. But it's also sitting in a pond of water. So, you know, like, again, it's a reassurance that the outcome is going to be fine. I think it's just the build up and the worry about what's to come. Of course, you know, the cups is around emotions, relationships, and creativity. In this case, I do feel like it's emotions and relationships. So a bit of fiery energy right now, but it will come. It will ease. Okay, and that's the renewal. That's such a cool colored energy of a card. King of Wands. Ooh, passion, drive. Okay, so this might be a person. This might be you. This might be a person in your life. Someone a little bit strong. Someone, I get the feeling like a little bit argumentative, okay? So this might be the person creating the heat. And if it is yourself, it's time to cool it a little bit. You need to add some water to that fire, all right? Because in the heat of the moment, we misunderstand situations and other people's points of view. Yeah, just a little bit of a strong standing point of view is coming across here. So if that's someone in your life, it might be ideal to stop igniting the fire, so letting it go. It's okay to let things go. It doesn't mean you're a loser. It doesn't mean you've lost. It means it's just time for some fresh energy. Leave them behind if you need to, but if this is you, it's the encouragement to listen and sit back. We can sometimes, I just feel a little bit of a stubborn energy right now. Yeah, so the sun is coming through there, which is a beautiful card. So like a fresh, vibrant energy comes over, and that's kind of indicating like the outcome of the situation. Huge misunderstanding. It just feels like two people or like a situation just not budging. And it's time to come to an alliance, an agreement, a in-between. And sometimes we need to put ourselves in their situation in order to understand a little bit more. Because look, the sun, beautiful energy, outcome, it's looking really good, okay? That is a really, really nice card. All right, let's move on. The Emperor. Ooh. So the Emperor is about being in control of your own actions, your own beliefs. It's like a leadership kind of energy. So maybe there's someone like, someone in your life is a little bit overpowering, over controlling, and it might be an indication to like bring the peace and leave, or maybe you're leaving that behind, because when you do, you find more power behind yourself and you find a more control in your life, all right? Which is a really good card. It's a renewal, it's a growth. So like a little bit of a roundabout, but these cards are indicating that there's a good outcome, okay? It's just a matter of handling situations a little bit better. King of Cups. Some kings coming out here. Some strong male figures coming out here. King of Cups. So this is like alignment, being in power again within yourself, but a good confident power, knowing that you are doing the right thing for yourself, so everything feels good. And when you listen to what you need, everything else just flows. So I feel like the more you step back from these situations, the more things will just naturally fall into place and you will feel so much better about it. Such a cool card, just like this one, like nice cool colors coming through, which is like really such a relief, I feel, when it comes to these heated cards. These are really hot heated cards, so a bit of anger, frustration going on there. And Four of Swords, it's kind of like resting, putting your weapons down, sitting in your thoughts and fears. So not so much going up for a fight, backing down a little bit. This time around the moon, I feel like you're going to need to back and sit in your thoughts a little bit more rather than fight, okay? That's the whole energy around what's going on with you guys right now, I feel. Yeah, so a little bit of sitting back, trusting the situation, removing yourself from these people that don't make you feel great, heated situations, and you're going to gain some power, clarity, and just alignment, really. But I do feel like, yeah, this is going to happen towards the end of the month, early in December. So stay tuned. Be mindful of how you deal with things. Walk away from the fire, just like this card. A cup, a fire. She's walking away peacefully, avoiding conflict at this time, all right? So a little bit of affirmation for you guys, my Pisces babies. Let's have a look what comes through for you. Okay. I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. All right, so get specific on like your desires. What do you want from this situation? Create some vision. There looks to be a bit of clearing out happening, and you find your power. So you're very much almost ready to receive. Okay. So I hope that one helped you guys a little bit around this full moon energy leading up to. And if that resonated with you, please hit the like button. Thank you guys. Hello, my Aries babies. So this reading is for you guys in particular, collective Aries. How you should deal with these full moon energies. Advice around it and what you might find coming up at this time, okay? So at first I'm using the Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay. So the first one that came through is perspective. So it's a little bit upside down at the moment, that came reversed. A little bit of a focus on the wrong side of things is the indication here. Whether or not it's just the positivity or the vibration of how you're looking at things that are currently going on in your life right now. Maybe it needs a little bit of tweaking. Looking at context. So this could mean in certain areas you're looking a little bit differently towards, and that can be like relationship or life in general. Look at the different context, how it could fit into your life, and it's important to maneuver those thoughts in order to have better feeling thoughts right now. So right now around the full moon, you're encouraged to change your perspective a little bit, okay? So we all know, my dear Aries, that we are deeply connected to the earth. And right now, you're being encouraged to really ground yourself. I'm feeling a little bit of up in the air energy. Connection is needed right now. And because this card comes and it's very ocean earthy, I really do feel like you're drawn to the beach. Maybe you're being encouraged to take a walk around, a lake, a river. Just water, I'm feeling in general, is really going to help, or whether or not that means like bathing, taking baths and taking some time out, because the perspective is taking a toll, and that can often be because you're picking up on other people's energies. And it's important to connect and recollect your own energy and thoughts, because you often, you just can't tell in these times. You know, you can't tell if you're picking up on this person or that person's energy, and right now connection is needed. Nine of Pentacles, really nice card, okay? This is a positive card. So obviously Pentacles is around the money and health and pleasures. So once you start to switch that perspective up around this full moon, it's going to be obvious. Good things are going to creep back in. Feeling less heavy. I do get the feeling like a little bit more of a money flow happening. Overall, more of an abundance is coming through, okay? It's amazing what happens when just a change of perspective comes through. Six of Pentacles, another really positive one. So again, I'm getting, you know, like once you start to really connect and pick up on, are these energies mine? Ground yourself during this full moon time. It's not a time to go out and socialize, a time to really just be in your own energy and reconnect, if I could say it. Six of Pentacles coming through again. It's like you're onto a new path of a more free thinking, abundant, healthier mindset path, okay? So that's what's coming for you guys a little bit there. How strange. These cards are really similar to what came through for one of my other lovely signs. Seven of Cups, emptying out some old energies. Really emptying out. So like all these cups here, Seven of Cups, they're all upside down. It's like they were full of crap, to be honest, and tipping them out, you're literally putting out the old, you're putting out the rubbish. There's snakes, there's old water, old rivers. It's just like you have decided, you will decide to get rid of that stuff. There might be some people in your life or still old situations happening right now that you feel, all right, it's time to get rid of that. For sure, okay? So death and rebirth. So that comes through, obviously supporting that. And it's like you're really ready. Your soul is telling you you're ready to let go of some things that you've been through, that you're holding on to. It comes through reversed. So there's a little bit of hesitancy going on there. So what I'm feeling is like you're unsure if you're ready to actually say goodbye to some people, or maybe it's a job, old way of living, old perspective. You might be stuck a little bit, but you're being encouraged right now. This time, this energy shift is going to really push you to do this. Death and rebirth is a really beautiful card, to be honest. I know, like, everyone looks at the death card like, oh God, but look what was within that cape is a whole different world in there, okay? Darkness on this side and light on the other. So you're being encouraged to look towards the light, basically, and have a better perspective about the outcome. There's some blockages happening. Ace of Wands, your empowerment and power, basically, your inner power, your ability to move through situations with ease like you normally do, my Aries. You normally have the strength. You have quite a strong character, and you usually have the strength to just be bulldozed through, basically, okay? But at the moment, the perspective, the energies you're getting caught up on is basically preventing you from being that normal, powerful, strong self. But at the same time, I feel like you're also being encouraged, like you're being told, you know, like it's okay, it's not the time and place to just shove through and push past things. It's a good time to take your time, reconnect, and just, you know, like observe the things that are going on and really take it in, take some lessons in, okay? Oh yeah, so here's the strength, of course. You still do have your strength there. Half human, half lion face. You're so powerful, and you will get through whatever comes into your path, and you know that, you always do. But certain things will come and rock your boat a little and make you a little unsure, and I feel like that's the kind of energy you're feeling right now. You're feeling uncertain, and it's important to remind yourself of everything comes to an end and new beginnings are always around the corner. Reassurance, yes, that death and rebirth are on the horizon if you allow it, if you change your perspective, if you change up your vibration a little bit and reconnect. Good things are coming. Abundance, new ways of thinking, pathways, emptying out the old and getting rid of people that don't serve you. And this is also significantly old thought patterns that don't serve you, like literally just getting rid of them, emptying those, turning those cups upside down. See this guy? He seems like, oh, should I? Yeah, I'm just gonna let them go. See that snake in there? Let the snakes go. No one likes a snake on the road. Okay, and strength. Strength comes through, okay? It's just a temporary feeling. I feel like you're feeling right now. Towards the end of the month, you'll feel more of a power coming through, and you will get that empowerment, that creativity, that drive again. And it's okay to feel a little slow right now, okay, my Aries? So I'm gonna pull you guys a affirmation card to see what fits you around this full moon. This one's for you. Okay, today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate action, and bring forth peaceful energy. That's really perfect and fitting, okay? Consciously choose to think loving thoughts. So, perspective, allowing better thoughts to come through rather than letting old, yucky, habitual kind of thoughts that creep through. And being compassionate and gentle with yourself and everyone around you. Reconnecting, giving yourself this slow time right now to do that. And bring forth peaceful energy. Peaceful energy. So when you do let go of all that, just let yourself flow. Let yourself flow through life, and new beginnings will come. Old things will just leave your life. So that's it for you guys, my Aries. I really hope that helps you a little bit towards this full moon. If that resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button, and I would love to hear any comments that you have below. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my beautiful Taurus babies. It is time for your reading. So this is going to be advice around the full moon, the energies that are going to be flowing for you, and just little tips on how to handle that, how it's going to work out for you a little bit, and maybe some predictions for you. So here I'm starting with the Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be quite an influence with this full moon cycle, okay? So that's cool. Like it's literally come up there, the moon cycle above there, and an influence. Like you're really strongly connected to this one in particular, whether or not you're often affected by the moons and the energies flowing through. This one in particular, it's time to really relax into it and really just feel the energy. Don't have any subtle movements or make any drastic decisions. It's a really good time to just flow, relax, and just allow the shifts to happen. So here we have the shift card. So it is indicating there's going to be some maybe a little bit of uncomfortable situations or things that you're going through that are helping you shift a lot of old energies, and it's needed. I feel like it's needed. There's a little bit of stagnant energies happening with you. I feel just a little bit stuck. Stretch. So this is it come through upside down. So I'm just feeling like maybe now you're quite, I get the feeling you guys are quite people givers, people pleasers, and right now is not the time to stretch yourself to the extreme. You need to be gathering your energy and savoring that for yourself right now. And it's just, it could be just a week or two, but this, your advice from Spirit is definitely to not overdo it, not spread all your energy everywhere, really just keep in your circle a little bit, because we all know you like to give, you like to keep everyone happy, but right now, due to the energy shifts and influence, you need to keep yourself number one, all right, my Taurus? 6 of Wands, you're going to feel really rejuvenated after this cycle, full moon. Something about it just brings a whole different new energy, and I feel like it's going to be an obvious one. You're just going to wake up, or you're going to suddenly just feel this click of, whoa, I feel amazing right now, you know, like you're going to feel it. And it's just going to have to be a bit of patience at first. And towards the start of next month, I do feel it could take maybe 1 or 2 weeks for sure. But be patient with yourself, because shifts take a little bit of a moment in time, okay? 7 of Wands. So remember, this comes through as passion and drive a little bit, and sitting in your power. This is another one to sit still. It's encouraging you to just sit in your power for a little bit. It's more of a time to remove and make plans for yourself, my Taurus. I do feel like a little bit of goal setting or lifting those energies a little bit after this full moon is going to benefit you and help you get into that energy shift. A little bit of meditation maybe going on there. The Magician. How cool. All right, so the Magician comes through today. A little bit of magic is being thrown into your path. It's about power, dreams, and goals. So again, it comes with this card. I know they literally just get sat next to each other for reasons. So it's showing that after these shifts a little bit, you sit in your power and you really focus on the things that you're really wanting and really living in the moment, focusing on all the beautiful things you already have. It allows the manifesting of future to flow a little bit more powerfully. Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting there. So move forward with confidence and know that this stuff is behind you now. There's a whole shift going on, a really strong shift. And sometimes, yes, we've had to go through things in order for that to just be completely left behind. But these cards are really, really good towards the future. Magician's really cool because it's like the support is behind you, the magic is behind you. It's just moving forward with confidence now. The High Priestess. I love this card. It's time to look beyond the logical. So it's not a real good time for action right now. It's more about thought process and allowing. Again, it's like sitting in your power and starting to put those ideas out there and manifesting, but it's not a time of action. These cards go beautifully together, to be honest. The High Priestess and the 7 of Wands, I do feel, are both like very much power within. It's beyond the logical thinking. It's about soul healing soul deep. So just finding that stability again is really going to benefit you. And this is going to come through, like I said, the Six of Wands indicating new energy, really good like vibes feeling, and it will just come through and you'll be like, whoosh, wow, I'm excited. I've got my ambition back and I know what I want. It's time to go for it. Four of Cups. At this time, you know, like I've got a few cups and like, you know, they're quite full, but at the same time there's so much more that I want. And the advice coming through today, my Taurus, is to really sit and be grateful and recognize the things that you already have, because when you truly look, you can see how powerful and magic and full those cups are. But when we focus on how empty the other ones are, that can affect our energy. So yes, right now things might seem a little bit dull financially maybe, or in other aspects, but trust me, there's growth coming. There's growth coming. There's Four of Cups. There is. Okay, the Devil. All right, so the Devil comes through for you guys in this reading. It's basically a little bit of unhealthy thinking or overindulgence. So maybe like if there's issues around money, now's not the time to spend or plan any holidays or anything. It's time to sit and just really be and enjoy the things you already have. Definitely not the time to spend during this full moon and around it, because you're already feeling not quite, you know, like you're not feeling like your cups are quite full, but overindulging and worsening that will worsen your energy and your thought pattern, which works like a domino effect. So when you're focusing on, you know, being happy with what you have right now, and just, you know, you have enough, there's no need to go out and spend. Maybe it's you're being pushed to focus on a little bit of savings at the moment, but that is your advice during this time, my Taurus. And I'm going to pull you an affirmation card, some advice for you guys around this full moon. And two came through. I'm going to pull this one. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. So it's basically saying, you know, what you are is what you attract. Usually the difficulties in relationships are often due to characteristics or things that you are yet to heal within yourself, and that's being encouraged. So maybe that's something you need to shift within this time. Maybe some writing. If there's anything in particular that's going on and you don't like those traits or things that come up in your relationships, friendships, anything, write it down, recognize it, see if you can see any similarities or reasons to how it might mirror yourself. And it's time to let that go, okay? And remember to look after yourself this end of the month and around the full moon. And that's it for you guys, my Taurus. If you liked that, please hit the thumbs up button, and I hope you guys have an amazing full moon. Okay, my beautiful Geminis, it is your turn. So today I'm going to bring you some messages around the energy of the full moon that's coming, a little bit of advice, maybe some predictions. It depends what comes through. So let's see what we've got for you. First, we're using the Sacred Earth Oracle. I like to unfold these first. Oh, interesting. It's funny because there's a lot of similar cards coming up for these, for you guys, your signs. At the moment, I feel like there's a huge split in thoughts for yourself, Gemini. I feel like there's a disconnection from your earth self and your soul. Unity comes through, I feel like, in the message in regards to like connecting your human self and your soul. So really getting clear on like what you believe in. Connection, yes, huge connection. Quite a disconnection with the earth right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit all over the place. Unity, there needs to be some more peace energy coming in, because right now things are looking quite hectic for you guys. Hugely influenced by the full moon. This is cool. It's actually showing like the moon cycle. This card came up in the previous one as well, which is really funny. Like it depends where your sign is at this time, but some signs are going to be influenced a little bit more than others. You, my Geminis, are one of those. So be patient with yourself and understand like this is just a temporary energy that you're experiencing. Maybe you feel a little bit low vibe or scattered all over the place. That's what I'm getting. And you're being encouraged to connect and go with the flow of these energies. Sorry, that's my dog in the background. Unity, I feel there's quite a misunderstanding within yourself of what you actually want and what you're trying to get across. You're not really sure where you're going with certain things that are going on in your life, and there does need to be a little bit of more thought going into that. Or I think it's going to naturally come when you do find yourself to connect a little bit more, and that means removing yourself from the craziness of life right now and taking some time out in nature, water, the beach, or just quiet space. All right, that's what you need. The Tower comes through reversed, so major change, structure in your life, but because it comes reversed, I feel like there's a little bit of hesitancy or reluctance to this change. As you can see, it's like a old piece of wood or old tree, and it's being struck down by lightning. So maybe there is quite some hectic stuff going on in your life right now. Could be to do with people, disagreement. You're being encouraged to stand down a little bit. I think if there's a bit of conflict, it's a good time to remove yourself from them or not get involved if that's happening around you. You're being encouraged to be more of the peacemaker rather than like getting in the middle of that and being a part of it. The Tower, it can be like eliminating certain things in your life. So maybe it's eliminating yourself from those situations or the people that bring that kind of energy into your life. But don't be afraid for change. Sometimes you might need to remove those people, but I do get the energy that maybe you're feeling a little hesitant to remove unwanted energy from your life because it becomes so normal, so comfortable. But when you do, you feel so much lighter and refreshed, okay? And I feel like this is kind of like a transition that's going to come through for you over the next week or two. Come start of December, refreshed almost, especially if you do decide to walk away from situations that are not serving you. A little bit of a blast from the past, maybe a reconnection with some family or good friends that remind you of good times, and it just changes the vibe of the energy that you've felt lately. Really nice, warm, loving feelings, and I feel like that is definitely it brings something back from the past, and it's good feeling. Or spending more time with the family, and renewing that energy within yourself, distracting yourself from what was to the new. Page of Wands. This might be a person in your life, someone that's a little bit like a bit of a free spirit person. They're good for you. I feel like they're there to free you up a little bit, like find your inner child a little bit. As you can see, this girl, she seems like to have a young energy. She may not be a young person in your life, but I feel like they bring that energy to you, like new, fresh, young energy. Inner child, fun, just like lots of fun and brightness. And they're a good person to hang out with. They're a good person to surround yourself with, and especially coming into the new month, you'll find that they help you through getting out of that little fuzz of whatever you want to call that. You know, it's becoming a headache. It's becoming a pain in the butt, basically. But at the same time, my Geminis, it's like you're kind of not sure how to remove yourself, or like the next step to take, but it's giving you like a pain. Like it's literally creating this energy headache, and it's draining you, and it's creating this thought like, how do I even move away from this? But do you know what? I feel like just this whole energy shift is gonna remove out of your life a little bit more, so you won't have to do too much. But I do feel like this person in particular is gonna have quite an influence of you leaving certain things behind. So try to think about who that person might be. It might not even be a female, it could be like a feminine energy, but they're definitely like a young soul, young fun soul, or just like a vibrance into your life, basically. A little bit carefree. The devil comes into your reading today just to let you know, like there's some overindulgence. Sometimes it might be coming in as a warning, you know, like not to jump into certain investments or like spending at this time. It's about passing through situations with ease and just going with the flow. Maybe there's something that you usually turn to, you know, like eating or just bad habits in general that you think that make you feel better in these times of stress, but you're being encouraged to avoid that and distract yourself with people, good people, family, friends. So try to stay clear of that, basically. Let's see. Affirmation card comes through for you guys today. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Really, really cool. So just recognizing that, you know, like the things you're going through, the situations, the people that come into your life is opportunities to grow and learn, decide like what you don't want. It's an opportunity to figure out like, yes, I like that in that person, I'd love to keep them around. You really do come to recognizing the people that make you feel good. So just, it's a time right now to recognize, you know, like, is there people in your life that you need to come closer with? Maybe you've come distance with some family and friends and you need to reconnect with those. Maybe it's there's a little bit of issues going on with some people that you need to remove yourself from. But always remember, you know, I see grace and possibility in all life's challenges. There's always a reason behind it. And that's your message around this full moon, Geminis. I hope that that helped you a little bit through this time, this crazy energy time. I know you guys are quite influenced by this energy, so just go with it and enjoy what you can. If this resonated with you, please give a thumbs up. I would love that, and let me know below what really resonated with you. And I'll see you on the flip side, guys. Hello, my Cancerian friends. Let's see what has come through for you guys today. So this is like the energy around this full moon coming up, kind of what to expect, what you might want to focus on, and just little bits of advice from Spirit. I'm going to start with the Sacred Oracle deck here in the middle, and then I have the 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗧𝗬 tarot on the outside here. So let's see what comes through. Center. Upside down revolution. And clarity. Alright. So whatever's going on with you guys at the moment, maybe there's some tension in the air, or there's things that you've needed to be looking at or facing lately. You're being encouraged to center yourself, because at the moment you're a little bit far away from finding the reason or like how to get around this. Okay, so what I want to say is clarity is important in all situations, and I do feel a little bit fuzzy when it comes to you guys right now, and it's probably the moon. You know, like there's there's a full moon in this picture, there's another moon here. It's all about that right now, you know. And it's funny, the cards are coming out perfectly, but right now is the time to center your energy. Keep it within your own circle, because energy is scarce right now for you guys, my Cancers. Clarity, it just feels like there's a bit of fuzziness going on, and that's okay, because it's probably just temporary, you know. I feel like there's just a lack of knowing what direction you're going in right now, and that's the reason for this upside down revolution. You know, like this card usually signifies or like brings in the energy of knowing that your time is coming, and it's just to expect it to come within itself. And right now I think that the reason why it comes upside down is because the need for clarification of where you want to go, what you want. There's a lot of up in the air energy. Centering yourself is really important right now, and figuring out like what actually brings you joy and brings you drive. This time is not a time for action, it's a time of thought and writing and sitting within your thoughts. So really take the time to do that, because right now you're just not sure where you're meant to be going. Okay, so it's time to get to know yourself a little bit more. Two of Wands. So the Wands is passion, drive and ambition. Again, it comes through upside down. So yes, it's not a time to really start taking action at all. Like it's like I said, this comes upside down, this comes upside down. Like that is just not coincidence. Again, do you know what you want? Maybe you're at a crossroads, and that is why you're feeling a little fuzzy-headed. You're not sure where you're going, and it's another encouragement to just sit in your thoughts and really just write down, you know, like what do you enjoy doing? What path do you want to take? Who do you want with you? Get specific, and you know, ideas will come to you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit trapped. So by the looks of it, maybe there's certain situations that you feel like you can't really escape from at the moment, or maybe you fear the future, but you know, you're gonna have like the reassurance of not to fear. So this is another fear card, Knight of Swords, but the Knight can come through as someone in your life. I just get the feeling like maybe they're deterring you from your the path that you're meant to be on. They may still need to be in your life, of course, but it's important to recognize, like, are you still being your own person, or are you too caught up in like happy relationships? And you know, like when you're in a really happy, stable relationship, or if like it's pretty common to be able to, you know, lose some aspects of yourself or lose your way a little bit because you're caught up in the moment and you're all happy and everything, and that's okay. But it's important to not stay there forever because you still need to be your own person. The Knight, I get the feeling this person came like they influenced your life such a beautiful way, and you feel like they saved you, or I feel like they just brought blessings to your life, and you just want to repay them for the rest of your life. You're so grateful for that, and that's beautiful. I love that. But it's okay. They have their own things that they want to do, and it's important for you to do that as well. So now's the time to really connect with yourself and figure out those things that you want to do. Time to walk alone in a way. Not necessarily like get rid of the person, of course, and it's all going to be different for other people. Some people may be telling me it might be time to leave a relationship behind or a friendship behind, and it's time to walk alone and be in your own power. Ten of Swords, kind of like leaving behind and things that weighed you down, or like leaving your fears behind. And then there's another, like, King of Swords comes through. That also can mean like another person in your life. You're getting a lot of swords, which is interesting. A lot of fears and thoughts. So I think there's quite a lot of thoughts within yourself that hold you back. Maybe it's the thoughts of not being good enough, or trusting that things will work out. But trust me that when I say, like, the universe has your back, and you're being urged to go towards what makes you happy, and because they're telling you that, you know that they have your back and they want you to move in that direction, to stand in your own power, forget the fears. This guy's looking off in the distance. I get the energy, you know, like sitting there comfortable, a little bit cocky vibe, you know, like I'm too good to do that, I'm comfortable where I am. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit and you'll be surprised what comes, okay? Two of Pentacles. Start to see things unfold for you a little bit more, okay? So you will start to see a revolution. You will start to see a new path, and you will, health-wise and money-wise, you know, like you're gonna find a little bit more. It definitely signifies that, like, as you move through this, better things are on their way, okay? So like is it maybe a feeling of being a little bit stuck, and that's okay. Clarity is coming, but right now is the time to sit and think and remove fears, gain some confidence, maybe remove certain people if that resonates with you. Otherwise it could be inner thoughts that are those kind of things that are coming through. And this girl's slowly starting to gather her confidence, and she's slowly starting to walk alone with her own gifts, okay? So that is your message, my Cancers, for around this full moon. Crazy energies, I know, but this is your affirmation to focus on. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. So taking on life's challenges and knowing, like, there's beauty to come from it. Grace and possibility, you know. Everything happens for a reason. You meet these people for a reason. And this is a transition. Nothing is forever, and you're not stuck. And you are being encouraged and told that all will work out, especially if you start to get out of your comfort zone. All right, Cancers, I hope that helped a little bit and resonated. If it did resonate with you, please let me know below. And if you liked it, thumbs up, please. And I'm wishing you the best through the full moon of this month. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leos. This reading is for you around this full moon to see what is coming through for you, energies, predictions, or anything of the kind. Let's see what comes through. Today I'll be using the Sacred Earth Oracle in the middle here to start. Let's see what came out upside down. Consistency. All right. All right. So in order for efficiency, there needs consistency. But unfortunately, I feel like there's a little bit of lack in consistency. And that could be in multiple different areas for you, my Leo. In fact, it does connect to your perception. So how the way you think is really important in any situation in life, career, love, anything. The way you think is really important and it influences a whole lot. Now, if you're going for something or you have goals set in mind, during this time you're being really encouraged to create a consistency in the way you're thinking, and that means positive. So automatically, if you're consistently positive around what you want to come, efficiency will also flow. Okay, so right now they're just showing me that there's a little bit of imbalance with the consistency of how you're thinking. Now, you know, like one day you might be like, yes, this is awesome, things are going good. Next minute, like something happens and you just like, it shuts you down and you're just feeling so low. You know, like you gotta, it's an opportunity to be like, okay, well, that's fine. The next thing that's gonna come through to me is gonna be amazing. You know, like it's important to maintain that energy and perception and realize that these things come into your life to test the perception and strength. So right now, my Leos, you're being tested. There's a little bit of imbalance showing. 10 of Pentacles, that's a really beautiful card, okay? So all about like pleasures and money. It's showing like lots of happiness around you. It might be just reminding you that there's so much around you right now, and that it's a good idea when you do feel a little bit low to focus your energy on those things, because there's a lot of laughter and happiness going on, and there's a lot of abundance. It may not be like through like literal money in the bank abundance, but like the love and everything surrounding you definitely feels like happiness. Okay, 4 of Swords comes through here. It's very much about surrendering your fears. There's lots of worry. I think there's some worries floating around in your thoughts at the moment, and maybe that's why you're missing this bit of happiness. Maybe you're a bit distracted and things aren't really going your way because the focus is in the wrong area. Yeah, it's definitely the thoughts that are affecting the balance here. So there definitely seems to be some fears going on, okay? But the fears, they're basically telling me that they're irrelevant. So like 9 of Cups is this is like a very abundant card, and it's showing like things are coming, really good things. There's a treasure chest, there's just a really strong magic of flow. The cups are full, and good things are coming. And that, I do feel like that comes into the money situation. Maybe there's worry around money and focusing too much on it, or worrying about paying this and that and this, and or like, what am I going to do here? Once you start looking beyond that and looking at the not material things that you have, the other things will come. Okay, shift that perception, shift the focus, because look what's coming. There could be someone that you know. I do feel like it's a male presence that could be influencing the thought process. Maybe their energy is coming off and you're picking up on that. Could be their worries that you're picking up on. Masculine energy does seem a little bit, you know, like unsure, a little bit, could be worried. So maybe just pay attention to, is it your energy or is it someone else's that you're picking up on? This is really cool. It does definitely symbolize like a brighter time coming. So there might be a little bit of stress, anxiety going on right now, but I feel like as this moon passes, things are going to feel a lot less heavy for everyone. In your family, you might be feeling that in the household right now, but this is like a celebration kind of thing. Could even be like moving into the festive season. Really good things coming, like you look relieved and happy, and you're not going to have to worry about money because it's just going to come, especially around Christmas and everything. It's just going to flow. Okay. Yeah, and that's another card to just reassure you, you know, like these fears and thoughts are not benefiting you in any way. In fact, they're draining you. If you might be feeling like you're feeling quite drained lately, or low vibe energy, or even getting headaches, it can be the people transferring their energy or talking in your ear. But it's just reminding you to let that go and renew the energy, basically. It all comes down to how good you are at shifting your perception. Each time someone comes in and tries to deter you, come back, remain consistent. You want to be consistent in training your thoughts to feeling better, okay? Leo, it's all about how you're thinking right now. But good things are coming after this funny time of energy. The affirmation card that comes through for you guys today is this one. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. So maybe there's people in your life that there's certain, or situations you're in, you could be looking at, and you know, like we attract what we are. And sometimes maybe this masculine energy over here is something that is mirroring you and your thought process. So, you know, like automatically when you start to feel better, other people around you might feel better as well. So that will be interesting to see. Keep an eye out for that, Leos. I hope that helped you a little bit, or helps you through this full moon coming. If that resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up. Let me know what resonated with you below. Love to hear it, and good luck through this time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgos. This one is for you. Let's see what comes through, what energy is flowing for you during the full moon coming up. I'm going to start with the Sacred Earth Oracle, and then I have here on the outside the 𝗦𝗘𝗟𝗧𝗪 Tarot. Ooh. Okay, so you're one of the zodiac that are going to be quite influenced during this time of the full moon. You know, depending on the positioning of everything, it depends on what extreme, but again, it is important for you to be patient with your energies. If you're feeling low, flat, just like needing some rest, go with it. You can see like the full moon phases here, the moon phases down up there, and she's really just sitting peaceful in her magic. Soak up the energy and just go with it, okay? All right, so alchemy and patterns. So what I'm getting from this is there seems to be some repeating patterns or behavior around you within yourself maybe. It's an important time to recognize these. The message is recognizing like things that are bothering you and coming to terms with it, and using not quite weaknesses but things that have affected you in the past as a strength, and reusing that in order to battle new ones, if that makes sense. This is quite a time of removal and renewal. So these patterns that are coming out, you're going to recognize them and you're going to be like, this doesn't serve me. It might come out through like argument or relationships, and you'll start to realize like this is not necessary, and I feel like there's no point doing this. I've been here before. I'm going to do it this way. It's your responsibility to own it. The Emperor. Interesting. Okay, so the Emperor, it's about being in control, your control. This might come into terms of how you handle things, controlling how you deal with situations. Maybe you've dealt with them differently in the past and you want to change that. It's a perfect time to implement new ways of handling, new patterns. It's quite a leadership role and being firm with the things that you want to happen or go on within your life. Page of Cups. Playfulness. Really interesting. So this could be a certain person that it comes upside down. Someone in your life needs a little bit more direction. You might be the stronger, more headstrong sign, and this person, I feel like they might be a little bit younger spirited at heart, and sometimes they just annoy you because they're not how do I say it, my Virgos, they don't do things how you would do things, and it bothers you at times because they're a different soul. They're from a different time, and they've had different lifetimes, and this comes upside down because it does show they may need a little bit more guidance, and your strong personality and this card here, the leadership role, comes in handy at this time. But there's a balance needed as well. So it comes upside down because yes, it's important to help this person like stay on track. Sometimes they get a little lost in la-di-da land, or like fluffing around with the fairies. But sometimes it's important to let people have their fun and let them be, because you don't want to cause unnecessary tension. Comes a time where you realize, okay, that's unnecessary, I'll let them do that. That's okay. I hope that makes sense. The Star. Troubles are going. So maybe there's been some stress going on within your life lately. It could have just been like financial, anything, but this time is highlighting a time of focusing on hope, following the light. It does come reversed this time because there's lack of focusing on the light at the moment, but you can easily change that. Focusing on the light of every situation, always being hopeful, having that hopeful thought in the back of your mind at all times, regardless of what's going on, because we've got your back, you know, like the universe has got your back. 7 of Wands, a really good time to right now during this full moon to just sit and be, but also think of the things that you would like for your future. Not a time to take action, but it's definitely a time of thought. So definitely think about those things that bring you ambition and passion and drive, and forget the fears that are holding you back, because you don't need to worry about that. All right, always focus on the hope. You need to focus on the things that you really want and forget the fears. You don't need to worry about money and outcome, because everything you want, you need to understand you can bring it into play. Judgment. Face past. So before moving forward, that's why this is not a time of action. Right now is sitting in this moment in time and recognizing like situations you've been through and how you've handled them, and judgment, facing things before moving forward. Let things go. It's a huge time of letting things go. Forgiving people for silly things. Could be just like innocent little bickering. Now's not a time to hold on to that. It's just let it go. Everyone has their bad days and good days. People from the past, it's important to recognize like no one does things to personally hurt you. It's all like within themselves and things they're sorting out for themselves. So please forgive people that need to be forgived, and you will feel so much lighter. Huge time for healing for all of us. Let's have a look. What's your affirmation, Virgos? Come on, this is the 3rd time this has come out. It must be significant. The difficult relationships in my life are perfect mirrors for me to look more closely at my own behavior. Why is these things happening from people in your life? Sometimes it's because we're allowing it, we're attracting it. And do you know what takes away this? Do you know what doesn't allow these people to come into your life? Is being more positive, letting go of the past, having hope, okay, and expecting better things, not living in fear. What if this person does that again? Oh my gosh, blah blah blah. No, you gotta look at the everything that happens is for we're attracting into our life in some kind of way, whether or not we want to really realize that. But also this could mean, you know, like when I was talking here about trying to help this person stay on track, it might not be your job to do that as well, you know, like maybe you need to let them have that responsibility of sorting it out themselves, whoever it is. You don't have to be their babysitter. Hopefully that resonates. But that's definitely something to think about. All right, so lovely Virgos, that is your reading for today and around the full moon, and I hope that resonated with you. Please hit the thumbs up button if it did, and comment below if anything stood out for you. And good luck with this full moon, and I'll see you next time. Hello, my Libras. It's your turn. Let's see what comes through for the collective Libras around this full moon, this lunar eclipse energy. I'm going to start with the oracle cards in the middle here. Sacred Earth, Connection, Fortitude. Ready but waiting. So what I'm getting from here is, yes, there's a very similar pattern going on with all the star signs, and connection and waiting is huge right now. You know, this energy is causing us to have to sit still and just allow. Connection in this time is really important, otherwise you'll feel all your ideas and thoughts going crazy in your head. It can feel like you're overwhelmed, it can feel like things are just hectic. There's also a little bit of an indication around here that there's a few inconveniences that are happening through in your life at the moment, and because of the hectic energies within your presence at the moment, it can seem like they're a huge inconvenience. These things that are going on are really affecting you big time. You are being encouraged to see them a little bit differently, okay? You're being encouraged to see them as challenges, yeah, but not inconveniences. You know, like everything plays out the way it's supposed to. For example, there might be a traffic jam on your way to work, and you're like, I can't be late again. But you know, there might be a reason for you having to be that 10 minutes late. You know, it might be a blessing. So it's important to see things as blessings in disguise. It's important to have that thought and mind process around those things, rather than letting everything get to you and irritate you. It's just going to add to the disconnection. So at the moment, yeah, really encouraging you to just see things from a different point of view. At the moment, it might just seem a little bit hectic, but the more you process those thoughts in that positive way, you're going to see a lot better energy coming through. There might be a bit of a standstill going on, whatever it is in your life that maybe you're waiting for or wanting to come closer. It seems there's a little bit of a pause happening, and it's supposed to be that way. Just like this, you know, it's not an inconvenience. It may seem like it at the time, you know, waiting for something to process, waiting just for someone to do something. The whole thing is ready but waiting, but it's just not the right time. And timing is everything. It allows things to just fall through perfectly, smoothly. Trust that it's supposed to be on pause right now, okay? Let's see what else you've got. The moon. Very fitting, isn't it? The moon. Full moon here. There's two wolves howling at the moonlight, yin and yang, black and the white, and she's sinking deep into the ocean. So this is actually indicating an urge or reason to separate fears and intuition. So sometimes we get confused with ideas and thoughts like, is that really happening? Or am I just worried and that thought's coming up because I'm worried about that situation? It's important to pay close attention to these thoughts at this time, because if it's your first thought, it's often true, real, especially if you're feeling quite connected. Though if you're feeling quite scatterbrained and stressed, I wouldn't be taking those thoughts too serious right now, okay? What I would recommend is paying close attention to dreams, because your subconscious mind drifts off and thinks these thoughts process in your mind without you your ego mind getting in the way. So these are more pure thoughts. Pay close attention to your dreams. It is very handy to make sure that you write down your dreams as soon as you wake up, so that you remember specific little things that happen that could really give you a little bit of insight on things that are going on right now. 8 of Wands. Oh, interesting. I'm feeling some excitement coming along, something in the process. This might be a little bit around the ready but waiting. Maybe you're waiting for something to come through. Good things are coming, really good things. This might indicate someone, the Page of Swords, someone in your waking life. It could very well be you, very eager to get things going, but at the same time not sure which way to go, what step to take. And don't worry, everything's going to just play out how it's supposed to. It feels like you're meant to be doing something, but you're not sure what action to take. But really, there's no action to take right now. You are ready, but time is in the waiting. The Wands comes into play with the ambition, passion and drive. So that's letting that build up right now in this time, getting excited for the future, focusing on like what good stuff is to come is really going to help you push past this funny little period of stagnant, kind of stuck energy. Just to remind you though, you know, it is not stuck, and it's important to just see it from the other side. Good things are coming. You're quite excited and eager, and I do feel like exciting, fun times are coming. Whatever it is that you're trying to get happening, it is going to happen, okay? Magician and the Hierophant, really cool cards, okay? So the Magician comes through as a indication that the magic is in your hands. Anything can play out if you allow it. Obviously, you know, when we have our fears and everything coming through, we have blockages that occur. Blockages, yes, it happens to everyone. It's important to understand the difference between intuition and fears. Let go of the fears because you're being looked after, okay? The Magician is a really cool card to come through. It's just showing, you know, that things are all working. The power is in you. Goals and dreams focus. So these come together, okay? This is kind of now, and this is what's to come. But you must not let that fear get in the way, because this can cause blockages if you allow it. The Hierophant, it is indicating more balance to come. So as I said, I do feel like there's a bit of a scatterbrain kind of energy going on, too much thinking about this and that, what if this and that, and worry. Or it could be quite the opposite for you. It could be not concerned enough, or you're just sitting still and you're just kind of like feeling like you don't know where to go from here. But not to worry. It's right now is about sitting in your stillness, focusing on things that you want to come into your future life, not to be rushing it. I do just get the vibe that you're quite eager and jump straight into things without just sussing things out a little bit, and that's quite Libran, you know, like just let's just go with it, yep, let's go. Because when you start to think about things a little bit too much, that's when those fears come in, or you just get these thoughts and you're like, no, I better not do that. Now is the time to just get creative, get imaginative and positive, and picture this exciting, bright life that's coming forth after this energy of the funny full moon energy. Things are going to start to unravel, and it's exciting. King of Swords. There's someone in your life that is quite serious. It could be an aspect of yourself, or it could be someone around you. Maybe their seriousness is coming to play into your own thoughts. Maybe they're saying, you know, or you need to be a little bit more planned out. What are you going to do now? Kind of thing. And it's just I feel like there's some worrying thoughts coming through from outside sources. And this could be a person, For some, it will be their inner self, inner thoughts, and that's okay. It's like tackling the ego and practicing getting those better thoughts flowing, you know, a little more trust, a little more at ease, a little bit more knowing that things are just going to unfold once you get past this awkward, funny time, okay, my Libras? Now, I want to pull you a affirmation to suit you at this time, guys. I welcome healthy, loving relationships. Okay, so there could be something to do with people that you interact with, or people that you're getting involved with, or certain people that might be bringing your energy down. Maybe there's some negative Nancy's around. That's okay. It's about putting out that energy that you want back. All right? Practice putting out the energy that you want back. Who do you want to be in your life? I welcome healthy, loving relationships. That's your affirmation during this next week or so. This can carry on. It's hard to say when things will become feeling a little less unstuck and start unfolding, but I do feel like it could be around the first week of December. So over these next 2 weeks, definitely just keep these things in mind. Remember that you are powerful and your thoughts are powerful, and you have the power to change those. It's just a matter of practice and which one's stronger. Light always wins, so remember to remind yourself of healthy thoughts, okay? Now, that's about it for you guys. I really hope that this helps you through this little bit of a funny energy time. Thank you, Libras. If you liked that, please hit the thumbs up button and let me know how it may have resonated with you below. I would love to hear it. Good luck through this full moon. Bye, guys. Hello, my Scorpios. It's your turn to find out some information, some energies that are flowing through around you guys around this lunar eclipse, full moon. Very interesting. So I'm going to start here with the Sacred Earth Oracle cards for the main messages. Ooh, brilliance, alliance, fragments. Okay. So what I'm getting to start with is a little bit of conflict going on. I can feel a bit of a hot energy happening. Spirit is encouraging you at this time to start letting things go, letting it ease. It does feel like you guys are both just hanging. Oh, I don't know why I say you guys. There could be multiple, but there's someone that there's a little bit of an issue with, a little bit of tension, and it's come to the point where no one really understands why there is a tension anymore, or there's no point. So it's important now to sit back and really think about it. Who is this serving? Is this making me feel any good? No, it's probably not. It's probably affecting your energy in a negative way. It's okay to just let it go. It's important, in fact, right now, because it's actually blocking a fair few things from happening in your life. Whether you realize it or not, there's some things to come. And as soon as you put some things behind you, these things will come. And this brilliance card comes through because I feel like there's going to be a bit of a switch, and you do recognize these thoughts, you know, like, what is the point in this? I'm just over it, you know, peace, guys. It's time for that, because it's just going to unlock a fair few things that are going to happen in your life. Good things. I do feel like it's a bit creative, a little bit, I feel abundance. It's very colorful. What's creating this tension that's going on is fragments from the past, and it's very common right now to be facing repeated fragments or issues that have come up in the past again right now, in order for them to just go, okay? In order for them to be let go. So that's really common in the star signs right now. Facing issues that you've faced in the past, and that's where you're holding on, and it's time to let it go, let it go. Just let it go. Accept people are who they are, and it's okay for different opinions. It's okay for you to have a different opinion. You're not going to win, okay? That's what I'm getting from that. It's giving you a headache. It does frustrate you. I do feel that. So 5 of Swords, put down your swords, you know, because like I said, it's not serving anyone. It's not serving you. There's even people around you being affected. Could be family, you know, because they have to hear about this. they do hear about this, and it kind of like transfers energy to them as well. And this card, as you can see, this guy's feeling like, oh, all right, I'm kind of done with this. Headache. Giving up. That's the energy that's coming through. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right, like I said, there is some blockages happening due to this stuck energy right now, the fragments from the past and the tension that's going on that needs to be let go. So your mind is elsewhere. The 4 of Cups is showing, you know, she's kind of just sitting there like, oh, this is lame. Like, things are looking a little bit dull at the moment due to what's going on, but really, when you look outside the box, if you look at the bigger picture, you've got a bunch of cups and they're full. You know, look around you. It's time to really recognize the things that are around you. Temperance. Again, it's coming as a support card to really watch your words and reactions. You have the power to change outcomes and situations just in the way you react, okay? I do feel a little bit fiery energy at the moment, you know, like a little bit of anger. It's time for that to let it ease away a little bit, okay? Because you don't want things to get worse. It's time to just relax a little, think about before you speak, and things will be a little bit better, okay? But there's definitely some healing that needs to be going on, okay? There's some things that are being brought up that are painful in a way, and I think that sometimes we can take our own pain out on other people, but really what experiences that we go through are a reflection of something within ourselves, okay? So maybe there's something that you're being pushed to face, fragments from the past, you're being pushed to face in order to heal, because around the heart chakra it looks like there's a little bit of hurt, distrust, or abandonment in a way, and it could be just like really subtle things that need to be dealt with and recognized, or just forgiving people. Maybe this person is linked to someone you feel like they've betrayed you, and it's time to look at, you know, like maybe you don't need that person in your life anymore, and it's important to forgive and let go at this time in order to better things to come. When you do let go and forgive, some beautiful things start to unravel. Lots of love, lots of abundance, and 6 of Cups, obviously they're this very loving family vibe. Excuse me. I do feel like there's a little bit of energy from the past, so like childhood good memories that bring back those happy vibes, and that's important. Unless there's something, it's definitely around family that things start to get a lot better, less tension going on, and it definitely comes with allowing that release and letting things go a little bit more. Just know that when that happens, a lot of other things start to unfold. But yes, I do feel like it's around the family, happy family vibes, relief. And you do start to realize, you know, maybe my cup, I do have quite a lot in my life. You know, my cups are quite full. I was just a little bit blind for a while because there was lots of drama going on. Or maybe I was creating the drama. Am I the drama? Knight of Wands, for sure. Okay. I like this one. It's a good card to finish off for you guys because it's very much letting go energy, a bit of celebration, a little bit of empowerment, passion and drive. So you're finally seeing better energy flowing through. You're feeling happy, laughter. I do feel like things will pass in the next couple of weeks. Tension will ease, and that's the feeling of, I feel so much better, you know. That is the energy that's coming through. So make sure that you guys are very particular in the way you react. Be honest with yourself. You know, is this person actually doing anything wrong, or have I got an issue here that I need to sort out within myself? Because when you do, less tension around you and within yourself and your family, and things start to unfold. So allow this energy to pass, and things are going to really seem a lot better after this next couple of weeks, okay, my Scorpios? Beautiful. Let's choose you an affirmation card. What do you need right now? This is the one. Your affirmation. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. It's true, you know, the positive thoughts do vibrate through your system and affect everything. So when you're feeling down, you can find yourself feeling very low vibration, low energy, and all the rest of it. So remember this, keep it in mind over the next couple weeks, and you will get through it, okay? Guys, if this resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button and let me know how it resonated with you below. I'd love to hear. Now, good luck to get through, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye. All right, my Sagittarius, lucky last. Let's see what comes through for you guys during this full moon lunar eclipse. Here we have the Sacred Earth Oracle that I'm going to start with. Interesting. Wow. All right, really cool. So I definitely do feel that there's quite some negative thinking going on, to say it nicely. Throughout the whole zodiac, there is a bunch of energy that is just around conflict for some reason. I feel like it's just something that's going on in the cycles of the energy. Okay, my Sagittarius, it is your turn, my lucky last. Let's see what comes through for you guys during this lunar eclipse energy and the following weeks or two afterwards. Sacred Oracle Earth cards first. Rediscovery. Repetition. And stretch. Okay, so straight away, what I'm also getting is, yes, you're gonna find that you're quite affected by the full moon this time, especially depending on where you are sitting within the star signs at the moment. Planets adjustment and everything. So as you can see, repetition there, it shows the moon cycle. It feels like you've been around in a circle a little bit. Maybe there's some things going on that are just not being resolved, and it's important to understand, you know, sometimes things circle around and around until you see the lesson. Now, if there's something that keeps coming through to your life, or situations that just keep occurring, there's something that you're not quite getting from that, okay? Rediscovery, I think, comes hand in hand. It's time to really recognize things that you need to learn from situations. They don't just keep repeating just because. There's always something, a reason behind it, and discovering that. I feel like there's something that has been occurring for quite some time, and it could have been since childhood. For some reason I get this young kind of image, especially come through here. She's quite a young soul, so maybe it's like family things, and it's time to break free from those repetitive cycles, because you are your own person and it's okay to go off and do your own thing. For some reason I felt like I needed to say that, so hopefully that resonates with you guys. I also get a little bit of a feeling that you're stretching yourself out quite a lot, and it comes back to this. Maybe you're quite a giver, or you feel like you are obligated to be the peacekeeper, or there's just constant giver, a people pleaser, and it's important not to stretch yourself too far. And I do feel like that comes into play with the repetition. Something that's going on needs to be recognized. You're stretching yourself a little too far, and for some reason you feel like you do need to do that, but it is just a belief that's been embedded into you. You are allowed to do things for yourself. You're allowed to choose your happiness first, okay? Ace of Pentacles. See, because look what's there, you know, this Ace of Pentacles here is just showing you like what is behind, around the corner. Growth is around the corner. Things are sprouting, good things, exciting things, and it's time to let go of things that don't serve you, because you don't want to prevent those things from growing. You deserve those things to come into your life. The Emperor. Okay, so yes, it all comes together. So this indicates you have this feeling of need to be in control, to be actually I do feel like you're being encouraged to be more in control for yourself, okay? Now it's a push to be more brave and assertive and be more of a leader, to be able to make choices for yourself because they are good for yourself, not for the reasons for other people. I would definitely look a little bit deeper into some goals of yours. Maybe there's some things you'd really like to see in your future life, and right now is a good time to start getting deeper into those and start planning them, because as soon as you plant those seeds, they're going to start to grow. It's just the whole courage to put yourself first, okay? You're being encouraged to put yourself and your needs first, because look what will grow. For absolute sure. 7 of Wands. So this also comes together with these ones. So a bit of passion, drive and ambition behind these. Definitely a time to start looking into what gives you a little bit of that drive, that passion, start planning, start writing, get excited about those things. It's okay. And stop being afraid. I feel like there's a little bit of fear of letting someone down. Oh, and that card's beautiful. You've got some beautiful things to come. 10 of Pentacles is a really happy, abundant card to come through. Happy families, money is flowing, smiles and laughter. Health is abundant. So there's no need to worry. It's just about breaking free at this point. Breaking free from repeating patterns, stretching yourself too thin, putting others before yourself is a no-no right now. It's time to focus on you and your future. Plant those seeds because they're about to grow. Look what's to come. Knight of Pentacles, another Pentacles, which is incredible. You're going to come out feeling so much stronger and more confident, for absolute sure. Knight of Pentacles can indicate a person. It could be yourself, someone that feels really proud of you, someone, it could be your, I do feel like it's going to be more of coming from yourself. You know, you're going to feel really strong and empowered because you did take those steps to be a better, happier person for yourself, okay? It's a bit scary when you're breaking through those old beliefs that you're going to let people down, but it's not your job to keep people from being let down, if that makes sense. You know, it's not your job. It's your job to live the happiest life you can possibly do. Okay, that's your message at the moment. So it's looking abundant. It's looking really exciting. It's just this temporary block right now. Removing the thoughts that you need to be stretching yourself a little bit too much, okay? Yeah, that's exciting. Take control of your life, okay? Only good things to come. And my Saggies, what affirmation is going to fit you today? I cherish every cell in my body. A little bit of self-love and appreciation is in order. I think that comes hand in hand, doesn't it? You know, like putting yourself first. You deserve it. A little bit of self-appreciation, you know, like I deserve this. I love myself enough to take these steps and feel and live a fulfilled life, okay? I cherish every cell in my body. My Sagittarians, that was your reading around this full moon. Now this could be leading up to the next week or two. Please keep this in mind. This energy shift, I think, will start to happen mid-December. So keep that in mind and start just getting excited about your future. All right? If that resonated with you, please hit the like button and let me know below how and what resonated with you. I'd love to know. And until then, I will wish you luck to get through this funny energy of the lunar eclipse. Have a great week, guys. Bye. Thank you guys so much for joining me during this video. I really hope that the messages that came through helped you at least a little bit and help you get through this crazy energy of time. But thank you. If it resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know below how. Tell me the juicy stuff. I want to know. All right, my beautifuls, have an amazing week. Go with it. Don't resist it. You're gonna be okay. Bye.